What's up, family? Out and about doing a little bit of shopping for myself, man. Gotta stay hydrated. A couple gallons of water will do you some good. But yeah, as per usual, out watching, you know, as women tend to do most of the shopping, right? You know, I had this guy in front of me. He had like a half a cart worth of groceries, but he spent more time gambling and trying to hit the Mega Millions. Like, these people are turning the express checkout line into a whole 10-15 minute wait. Like, people are so fixated on gambling. Again, all these grown-ups out here that think they're so grown and that they're so perfect and they're so angelic when they're actually practicing greed. Like, you're holding up yourself and you're holding up other people. You're not gonna win, so why are you doing it? But yeah, we also get to see the women walk around with their children, right? Like how ducks walk around with their ducklings trailing behind them. You know, I see it with women as well. But you know, it's the backwards thinking nowadays, man. I can't, and that's the thing, like, out of all these Amber Alerts and all this stuff, like, I can't have my kids walking behind me. Like, I need to have my kids walking in front of me and following rules and directions like they know how to act when they're out in public. Your kids act like they don't know how to act in public when you don't take your kids out in public. When you telling your kids to hush and shut up and be quiet all day in the house and not letting them express, and then the one time you call yourself being nice and taking your children who's supposed to be attached to you at the hip at all times, because I don't even trust daycares. Like, I don't even trust family members or friends. Like, that's the whole situation I have with the mother of my children now. It's like, don't allow people around my children, man. I've seen it all. I've seen it from all types of situations and all types of sides. I've seen it from friends and family, man. These women that have their nose so far up a man's ass that their children are not even in their life. They done ship their children off to a grandparent or an uncle or a brother or something like that. This shit is so crazy. And it's always something else out there. Please, I'm in the middle of something right now. Don't do that. Like, bro, I don't have anything for you. Every time you see me, you're not gonna ask. And that's the thing. People ask something of you once and they keep doing it. They keep asking you, bro. Like, and it's not just him, it's other people. I know. I put off this certain kind of aura or energy, or every time somebody see me, they see me carrying a bag of groceries, right? We got a jogger out here with her mini of animals. Damn, she got 3 dogs. Man, the dog ladies and the bag ladies, right, man? You know. But yeah, I see it all the time, man. And these women swear that they're good parents, right? That they're good fathers and good mothers, right? They chasing behind a man so bad that they don't even pay attention to their children, right? But they so-called claim you gotta have this and this, and you gotta take my children if you come into this relationship with me. But they neglect, just how they neglect their friends when they get a new man, they neglect their children as well. They feel comfortable dating out there because they don't have their children around them, because their children is at their mom's house or at their grandmom's house. So now they have all the time in the world to be in some man's face and sleep up under some man and Netflix and chill. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Women that partake in these sorts of situations, and I'm a good woman. Whoever told you, whoever taught you, sat you down and talked you out of the successful relationship you have and told you, don't let no man control you, and oh, women have been doing it for, you sit in a living room in a Section 8 house full of toxic women, cousins, and all of their children and baby daddies that are not around, and they tell you, they finesse you out of your perfect life that you're manifesting for yourself, right? Don't let a man control you. They all have no man around them that wants to help put any discipline or value or anything for them, right? They're the 4th or the 5th baby mama, and and whatever dude they're messing with's life, right? And they talk you into putting yourself in these situations, right? They'll tell you like, oh, you don't need a man and all this stuff like that. But they'll never tell you the other stuff. They never teach you the right things. They never tell you a good woman knows how to keep her marriage together. They won't tell you that. They'll say a good woman knows how to raise her kids and won't take shit from a man, but they won't, like, they never balance it, right? And this is what gets people knocked off their pedestal. I mean, yeah, we have to all be accountable, but just like how we all have to do battle with unseen forces here in the earth plane, you let your friends and your family or whoever it is, strangers, just like that guy. I'm in the middle of shooting a video I have legacy on my mind at this time. I shoot a collection of videos throughout the day to make sure I upload. Some of them are one takes, just like how Tyler Perry uploads his videos. It's not all edited, but you're gonna jump in the video. First of all, this is like children, and this is why I didn't acknowledge him. My little cousin does this shit all the time. I did it as a child. I see children doing it all the time. When adults are talking, don't interrupt, especially if you see I'm in the middle of something, bro. You know what content creation is nowadays? Like, I'm trying to keep myself from being in your situation, and I'm gonna stay 10 steps ahead by, again, I can't be humble and I can't sacrifice myself for everyone all the time. I literally, and last night had another black dude that I see him constantly every night sitting by the lake. He obviously has nowhere to sleep. He saw me walking by yesterday with a can of soda. He asked me if I had a spare dollar. I literally only had a $20 bill in my wallet at the time, and I told him I can't give him that. Next time I see you, I have something for you. Haven't seen him since. But hey, who knows? Could have been an angel. Some people just have to know that you're willing to help them sometimes. Sometimes it's just a test. Like, again, a mother gets so frustrated. Again, the abundance is being able to sit in your femininity in your household to raise your children. You know, you complain about all this hard work that you have to do. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to build a business and raise your children. While your children seeing you doing that, they're also coming up with their own businesses. If you're a 35-year-old woman in 2022 and you don't even know how to sell lip gloss on Facebook, but you're running to some job, something the hell is wrong with you. That's how you're going to get your $1 million. Not from someone on their deathbed telling you, oh, my child is going to be a millionaire one day. You let these people hypnotize you into the things that they wanted to accomplish, and you don't have the skill or talent to do that. You're not attractive enough to pull in people because you don't find unattractive people in high places or in high power places, right? The chick that started Black Lives Matter or whoever, with all these people, they like to hide themselves because they know what they look like. All these weird looking people, right? I would even say Stephen King, and he did too much drugs in the 70s and 80s. He looks weirded out right now. But yeah, man, it's so much that goes on into this commentary when we talk about, you know, the gender war, why families, like, men and women are out there blatantly with the audacity telling each other what it is and what it ain't. Not even, like, they're not making any sense. Everyone is just trying to win an argument, especially women. They'll say and do anything just to win an argument. They'll know that they're suffering and disease and decay, but they'll upright tell a man, I don't need your help. Men act like he's so stern and so balanced and so centered and grounded, or he's act like he's so successful. He always has to be around his homies and friends, popping bottles, measuring dicks, right? Who can build the tallest building in America, right? Which is what they do over in New York. Bunch of billionaires trying to build the biggest skyscraper and the biggest building, trying to touch the heavens, blaspheming again, right? And they keep all their secretaries, as many women that they can have sex, hold off in these billion-dollar buildings and condos that literally no one sleeps in. So why does billionaires that don't even spend like 25% of their time in New York own buildings that no one lives in? And this is all around the country. I mean, I understand. I mean, monetize off it at least, my guy. These people are selfish. But back to relationships, man. Rolling Stone men's that are out here, like, even as a dude, bro, like, I can't have sex with a woman that has already had children. Like, it's a possibility, it's an option, and like they say with big girls need love too. And even honestly, a woman that's had children, her sexual organs develops more muscles down there. So indeed, a woman becomes, these women that's out here having all these children, it's for a reason, man. It gets better over time. Fine wine if she knows how to handle herself and take care of herself. Don't let these see females that take this and be like, yeah, they do weird shit like yes, you heard what he said. Now we can go out there and just fuck and build pussy muscles, because if you don't lose it, you use it. Yes, everything in the body's a muscle. Even when you masturbate, you're using a muscle. But like, the brain is a muscle. Everything is a damn muscle. But yeah, man, big families and that sort of thing, right? right? But yeah, these women that are intentionally breaking up households, you know, no matter what it is, they want to have hot girl summer, thinking that they're missing out on something that really no one's missing out on. No one can afford $1 million lifestyle. Like, I don't understand why families are breaking up and men and women in these echo chambers arguing back and forth with each other. Like, the black man and black woman needs each other in this world. Not just any Johnny come lately. There's a joke, and there's been this joke for about 15, 20 years now. It's probably older than me. What does it say? Like, a smart man and a dumb woman get together, that just makes a child. A dumb man and a dumb woman gets together, that just makes a whole bunch of children and a waste of time. And you get a smart woman and a dumb man, they get married. Now, what happens when you get actually two people that know what the fuck they're doing? A smart man and a smart woman. That's a dynasty. But we're not lucky enough to get that often, right? Women want to try to get men that they control, although they have a hypergamous nature. They want to go after the go-getters and all these CEOs, but yet they're stuck to dating dope boys that can barely make $50 a day. Oh, let me chase my dreams. But you won't let an actual a man that has a plan, a goal, business funding, live his dreams, right? Build a castle for you, right? You want to keep rolling around in filth. And these men that act like, bro, use protection, bro. Stop spreading your seed everywhere. And that's another problem, too. It's not just the women. It's your fault, too, because you open up your legs. But, Jesus, like, stop spreading your seeds everywhere. It's like, again, I can't say myself having sex with a female that already, not saying that anything's wrong with it, and I don't fault anyone for doing it, but it's like using used clothes or something, like hand-me-downs. Not trying to say it like that, but again, I mean, see, it's hard to say. I have to be like, oh, not all. But when women have their expectations and their excuses or whatever point they're trying to make, they don't hold back punches. They don't pull punches. Hey, nigga, you need to make $100,000. Although she's never grew up with a man in her life that's made $100,000. She's never seen $100,000. But they get to say and do things like that and not hold back and not have to say not all, right? But yeah, man, that's it. Another strong, interesting conversation for me today. Give these people enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Give these people a shovel and they'll dig themselves into it. And they think they're right. There's a bunch of 30, 40, and 50-year-olds out here that think that what they're doing are right. They think the decision that they made now to make themselves feel better or to temporarily take themselves out of a situation is going to help them get out of the situation that they put themselves in the long run. Right? One crack on a rock can crack a whole entire foundation, can crack a whole entire wall or castle. That's for somebody who they know who they is. But like insiders. But like, yeah, man, like it's weird too. It's weird. People have these double standards, man. Women will have one man for every single different thing, but let a man do something like that, which has been that way in history. Again, they're so jealous of men and they want to be men so bad that they want to do what men do, but they can't do it as good as us. But they'll try though. But yeah, they'll do stuff like that. But when a man is out here having a lineup, right, they have a situation about it. They have this big brouhaha about it, right? But again, that's just human nature. People will try to, again, I teach it in therapy sometimes. People try to cover up what's painful for the moment with something else to try to distract them and don't realize that they're making the situation even worse. Again, I spoke about how do you get out of, you've been in 10 failed relationships and you're wondering what happened. What's the common denominator? And look at yourself and wonder what problems do you have. If you have to think about it or if you have to look in the mirror, start with that. Start physically. Have you been 100 pounds overweight for the past 10 years? Like, are you a teeth person? Do you like straight and white teeth? Like hair? What type of person are you? Like, do you keep your hair up? Doesn't matter if you wear wigs or not. Like, does the shit look presentable? Like, did you waste your time getting a bunch of tattoos and body art? Like, what did you really spend your time with? Women, black girl magic, going to college. Did you really spend your time 10xing your knowledge, or did you spend your time partying and getting ramrodded by a bunch of athletes or just lames? Because that's what, I'm not going to say college, but A lot of these people that like to group up in groups and can't defend themselves, secret societies and fraternities and all that type of stuff, these are the ones that are grape you at the end of the day, right? Come to our party, get stoned, right? And you start your whole life off, the first thing you know as your experience as an adult is that you got graped in college, and every man that you've been with has to live with your toxicity, right? Or even a man. You've probably get taken advantage by a group of men, and they took a picture camera of you. A picture camera. They took a photo of you. But yeah, this exactly. Someone doesn't want me to talk about this type of stuff, right? But it needs to be talked about. Yeah, people out there trying to hide their demonic ways and demonic activities. They make babies and make more generational curses. They put themselves in situations that they can't get themselves out of. They let people force them into marriages that the person already knew that it was over before the marriage even began. Like the whole video of the girl last year that was at the bachelorette party with like 50 girls in one room, and she's sucking on the freaking the dancer's penis for like 2 minutes straight. And they think that's something to be repping in the hood, like bodies on bodies. Again, y'all having sex with dope boys that literally stand around with sweaty necks under the sun all day long. Didn't even take a shower. Got dry sweat on his meat. Like, why would I want to fuck behind something like that? Like, that's like walking into a house and leaving muddy tracks. You got muddy tracks in your pussy. Like, you can't talk to me for a year. You got to douche 30 times. Like, you need to drink a hell of water. Like, you need to get baptized. Like, that's all I'm saying about dudes having sex with other men's is like women and stuff like that. You rarely see shit like that in the animal kingdom. I mean, it's a little bit more raw and uncut, but the higher you go up in the food chain, there's natural selection there. You don't go back. You talk about you want to be famous, or you want to be rich, or you want to be a millionaire, or whatever you have, you talking about you want to do. You don't do it by going backwards or taking 10 steps ahead. You have to go forward or do something that's never been done before. Now, maybe you've given up on life at 30 years old and you realize that you've been ran through so many times that you've admitted that you'll never be married, or you have such low confidence or self-esteem about yourself, right? Men, right? You can't even get an erection, right? Because you've ran through so many females that sex doesn't even turn you on anymore, right? And this is why women out here running rampant, ratchet, twerking, because the only time that she can get you to be emotional or to explain emotions is in the bedroom. But you can't even do that now because everything is over-sexualized. I don't have those type of problems, man. Again, I don't get tired of sex. I have at one point, certain points. But yeah, man, it's like I never have to worry about disease. I never have to worry about overspending on some girl's nails or her hair or her car notes. Like, other than the 8-year relationship that I invested in, if I don't see anything else growing out of that flower pot, that's going to get erased from my memory too. But, you know, people try to keep things cordial, but they're hiding things at the same time, which means it's just a big lie. It's a big facade. If you're not going to tell the whole truth, or if you're not going to tell if you're going to tell half truths, then you're obviously hiding something, right? And again, why would people be hiding something? Because they either have fear or they're embarrassment, or they're embarrassed about something, right? This is like a woman that would go and tell all her friends, family, again, with kumbaya, with all the women, the men in her family as well, if she can, to tell her side of the story, not his side or not his truth or the truth. She's going to tell her truth, right? Until it all falls down, until all the spider webs start falling apart, until seasons change and everyone in the family realizes that you were lying, and that everything you said about this man was actually should be said about you, and probably worse, right? Men do it as well. They can't keep their mouth closed. They can't keep their tongues behind their teeth. They like to kiss and tell, and that's again another reason why women are insecure, because as much as you like to say men are over-sexualized, they're having sex with someone. They're cheating with someone. So you're being whores as well, right? Just like he's being a dog, you're being a whore. But, right? I'll be in the sky, man. I need somebody that don't have more bodies than me. Let me stop playing. It's not really, I'm not really putting like statues on it or something like that, but I have certain discipline and layers. I know that someone that has bad business practices. I talk about being in customer service and working around black women for the past 10 to 15 years, and I look at their work and I know how to evaluate them. I know how to QA them. I know how to supervise them, and I see who's not working, who's not working. I listen to who's sitting behind me talking about dick sizes. I watch them as they twerk in the middle of the aisle, right? I watch them as they talk crazy to customers and hang up on people, right? So now I know what type of people I don't want to hire when I have a business, right? Now, let's think about it. When it comes to having children, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to spending my wealth and traveling the world with somebody I want to settle down with, who do I pick? Someone that has bad people skills, someone that does not have an open mind, someone that only knows how to do ratchet and stupid shit when we're out in public? This is why men are dating outside of their race, right? And it's not the same as when black women do it, because when black women go outside of their race, it's just like removing the black man out of your life, period. There's no barbarian at the door. There's no one to run downstairs at 3 a.m. when someone's knocking on the door. When these people, not all, but when these people get you alone and by yourself and away from your people, that's when they can torture you the most and get off a lot of their trolling and aha moments, right? At first it's an aha moment, slap a black person in the face while I'm wearing blackface. And then when we get to step 10, it's literally chopping you up and putting your body parts somewhere in the freezer, or literally shooting you in the head, right? Because this is how we see you anyway, right? The psychology of it, like, just think. So there's some black people that actually think, for an example, nothing racist, that the white ice is actually colder. They actually think, they don't even know the power in their self. I mean, everyone has power, period. White people have power. Like, we wouldn't all be able to partake in the things that we take in on this planet without everyone from different culture, including their ideas. My neighbor wants to say hi to me so bad. He's like 70 years old. He has the best house on the block, too. I ain't even gonna lie. This old-ass dog that's like 20. But that made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, man, it's just certain things that come with it, man. You don't have to force so much, man. Like, if people could start to be honest with each other, not necessarily be transparent. Who wants to live in a glass house, right? We all have insecurities and flaws. I talk about, I used to not like the scar on my chest, but now it's actually a conversation piece, right? But what do we have out there? People that don't like to conversate. They have no personality. They have nothing. Only thing a man knows how to do is flash his money, right? He can't tell you. Now, a man with an integrity will be able to tell you how he's done it. Man, I had a long day of work. Let me tell you about this work, man. Let's grab a beer. Cut the game on, right? A female that can actually explain to me, because I know how to cook. Explain to me as a man your recipe so that I can cook it. Like, add value at some point. Like, literally, like, anything you can do, I can do better. Like, let me come outside on a Saturday or a Sunday morning one day and see you in a two-piece bikini with the what do they call it? The water hose, right? Washing the car, not even cleaning it. It's just, well, damn, I'm waking up to my bacon and eggs and my coffee. Like, what's going on in the front yard, right? Like, people don't know how to keep it spontaneous. Like, even the children of my mother, I'm like, why do you spend money on car washes? Like, from the day that I bought my first car before I drove it through the United States, and every day since, any car that I've had, I hand wash my cars. Put in the hard work and it goes a long way. Plus, you save money. These are the same people that you look at the inside of their car and it looks like a dumpster. Better yet, go inside their bedroom and their bedroom looks like a dumpster. Better yet, depending on the type of person that they is, look inside their underwear. See how darkly stained that white undershirt is that they have on, and see how often they keep themselves up. But yeah, this is going on and on and on and on, man. I swear I need to start. I have another Google page that I started about a year ago when I made my business legit. But I haven't really posted. I posted like maybe 10, 20 tarot videos up on it, but I decided to delete them. I may make that. I'm implementing different ideas. So, I have my main entertainment channel for now. It's mainly tarot. I spent the whole first year uploading motivational speeches, so I'll probably do that on the new YouTube channel, OU Tarot and Lecture for now. But we're going to be doing some rebranding before the year is out. I should actually be on the way to Walmart right now picking up a new laptop. But we will see. We will see. The legacy continues. It all is unfolding. I may be in another city or another state next month. Possibly even next week. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, man. Start leaving people behind. They're going to be wishing that they could be a follower at that point. It's like a rubber band, right? Y'all think y'all holding somebody back. Y'all really just giving them more and more power. The more you pull back a rubber band or a slingshot, the further it's going to go. Like, right? You keep hitting something or hitting something and hitting something, it's going to crack. Right? It's going to snap, crackle, and pop. Anyways, man. I don't know if I want to let my hair grow or do I want to cut it. Peace.